Ladies and gentlemen, let me start by saying this: we all face challenges. Every single one of us, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter how much money you have or don't have, you will face adversity. There is no exception. Life is hard. It's not meant to be easy, and no one gets a free pass. But here's the thing: there's only one way to overcome those obstacles, and it's not by making excuses. Excuses are the easy way out. Excuses are what we tell ourselves to justify why we didn't do something, why we didn't achieve our goals, why we didn't rise up to the occasion. Excuses are the language of the weak, the defeated, the ones who aren't willing to put in the work. But I'm here to tell you right now that you have everything you need to succeed right within you. All the strength, all the resilience, all the drive you need is inside you, waiting to be unleashed. But it's up to you to dig deep and pull it out. You see, the world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care if you had a tough upbringing or if things haven't gone the way you hoped. It doesn't care if you're tired or if you don't feel like putting in the work today. The world isn't going to stop because you're tired, because you're frustrated, or because things aren't going the way you planned. Life will keep moving, and if you don't move with it, you'll get left behind. Think about that for a moment. Think about how much time we waste making excuses, convincing ourselves that the reason we're not where we want to be is because of this person or that person or some circumstance that's out of our control. We blame the world, we blame the economy, we blame the system. But the truth is, none of those things matter. What matters is what you do. What matters is how you show up day after day, even when it's tough. What matters is whether you keep pushing, even when the road gets rough. You know, one of the biggest lies we tell ourselves is that we're not ready. We tell ourselves, I'm not prepared yet. I'm not skilled enough. I don't have the right resources, but listen to me, readiness doesn't come from some magical moment when the stars align. It comes from doing the work. It comes from showing up, even when you're not sure. It comes from making the decision that you're not going to wait for the perfect conditions, because guess what? Perfect conditions don't exist. You'll always find a reason not to do something if you wait for everything to be perfect. I've met so many people who've told me their dreams, their aspirations, their vision for the future. And you know what? I believe in their potential. I truly do. But what breaks my heart is seeing so many of them make excuse after excuse. Oh, I can't do it right now because of this. I'll get started once this happens. I'm waiting for the right opportunity. You know what that is? It's fear, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of stepping out into the unknown. But let me tell you something: fear is a liar. Fear will keep you stuck, keep you paralyzed, and keep you from reaching your full potential. But you don't have to listen to it. You don't have to believe it. You see, the truth is that success isn't some grand magical moment that happens overnight. Success is the result of small decisions made consistently over time. Success is about showing up when no one else is. It's about putting in the work when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the thing that scares you over and over again until it no longer scares you. Success is about being relentless, not letting anything get in your way. And let me be clear about something: there will be times when you fail. Failure is part of the journey. You will stumble. You will stumble. You will make mistakes, but that's not the problem. The problem is what you do after you fail. The problem is whether you allow failure to defeat you, to convince you that you're not good enough, or whether you get back up and try again. You don't lose when you fail. You lose when you stop trying. I know it's tough. I know you feel like giving up sometimes. But I want you to understand this: when you make excuses, you're not just letting yourself down, you're letting down everyone who's counting on you. Because there are people in this world who need to see you succeed. They need to see you overcome the obstacles, to rise above the challenges, to push through the pain. You don't even know who you're inspiring by just showing up. Your perseverance, your determination, your refusal to quit, that's what people need to see. You might not realize it, but your actions are influencing the people around you in ways you can't even imagine. And if you quit now, if you give up just because it's hard, you're not just robbing yourself of the life you deserve, you're robbing the world of your greatness. There's a saying that goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Well, let me tell you this: the world will start rewarding you when you're ready to stop making excuses. The universe isn't going to hand you anything because you feel sorry for yourself. It's going to hand you opportunities when it sees that you're willing to put in the work, when it sees that you're ready to rise up and face the challenges head on. The minute you decide that you're not going to make excuses anymore, that's the moment things begin to change. That's when the doors will start to open. But only if you stop making excuses and start taking responsibility for your actions. And don't get me wrong, I know it's hard. I know that life throws curveballs, that sometimes it feels like you're doing everything right and nothing is happening. But I also know this: you can't give up. You can't throw in the towel just because things aren't going your way. You've got to keep pushing. You've got to keep grinding even when it feels like you're not making progress. Because here's the thing about progress: sometimes it's invisible. You don't always see it in the moment. But every time you show up, every time you put in the work, you're getting closer to your goals, closer to the life you've dreamed of, closer to the person you were meant to become. There's a mentality that successful people have that separates them from the rest. It's not that they're smarter or more talented or luckier, it's that they don't make excuses. They take full responsibility for their lives. They understand that their success is in their hands. They know that if they want something, they've got to go after it with everything they've got. No excuses, no shortcuts, no waiting for someone to hand them an opportunity. They create their own opportunities and they make the most of every single one. So I want you to ask yourself, what's holding you back? What's stopping you from going after your dreams? What's the excuse that you keep telling yourself that's preventing you from moving forward? Is it fear? Doubt? Fatigue? I want you to challenge that excuse. I want you to recognize it for what it is: a lie. An excuse is just a reason to quit. And you are not a quitter. You are a fighter. You are a survivor. You are someone who has the strength to keep going, even when the going gets tough. The world doesn't need more excuses. The world needs more doers. It needs people who are willing to show up and make things happen. It needs people who understand that the road to success isn't paved with excuses, it's paved with hard work, determination, and resilience. So make the decision today: no more excuses. From this moment forward, you're going to stop making excuses and start taking action. You're going to do what it takes, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many setbacks you face. Because at the end of the day, the only thing standing between you and your dreams is the decision to stop making excuses. Now is the time. It's time to take responsibility for your life. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment. Because the perfect moment is now. It's time to get up, get moving, and go after what you want with everything you've got. No excuses, just results. Let's go. The central message is that excuses are the enemy of success. No matter the challenges you face, the only way to move forward and achieve your goals is to take responsibility and act without waiting for the perfect moment. Success is not a one-time event, but the result of consistent, everyday effort. It's about showing up, working hard, and pushing through even when it's difficult, uncomfortable, or you don't feel like it. Fear and failure are inevitable, but they don't define you. The key is to keep going despite setbacks, using failure as a learning experience rather than a reason to quit. Everyone faces obstacles, but true strength lies in the ability to persevere. The speech encourages you to believe in your own potential, to dig deep, and to rise above challenges without letting circumstances hold you back. The speech stresses that success lies in taking full ownership of your actions and outcomes. It's not about blaming external factors, but about realizing that you have the power to shape your own future by taking proactive steps toward your goals. The speech emphasizes that excuses are the biggest barrier to success. It encourages individuals to take responsibility for their actions, work consistently towards their goals, and push through fear and failure. Success isn't about waiting for perfect conditions, but about showing up and doing the work, even when it's tough. It reminds us that everyone faces challenges, but the key is to persist and keep moving forward without giving up. The speech calls for personal empowerment, urging people to stop making excuses, take ownership of their lives, and take action to achieve their dreams.